What's up? What? What is happening? What's going on? What's going down? How's it going? Welcome to the basement. It's your Vape at 5. I'm your host. I'm Black Cat. Well, I'm Black Cat, your host. I'm trying to make that my intro every time. I'm trying to be consistent with that. Look at me. Don't I look fresh, revived from the weekend? Don't I look just radiant? Am I not radiating goodness through the camera to you, my viewing audience, to you, the Black Cat fam? Am I not just radiating love to you? You feel that love, Frank? Feel that love creeping up, maybe up your leg, perversely. What's happening, guys? It is Monday. Thank you for joining me. It's the Vape at 5. We have something extremely special for you guys today. Something that I've been looking forward to ever since I had spoken to him, and he agreed to be featured here on the Vape at 5. We are going to be featuring Probee300. If you don't know, it's Richie Oliver. If you don't know Richie, and you're probably not into building, because if you build, you know Richie. Um, Richie is a pioneer in the build game. He also has an OC. He has an original concept, the Interlock Alien, which is one of my favorite builds, and quite frankly, the best build to vape there is. Was created by Richie. And today we're gonna take a look at some of his work. If you look at the tile I used for this video, it's just mind blowing. It's just mind blowing. I mean, not only is he amazing, but he is extremely creative in doing stuff like that. What's up?
You got a charger?
You need a charger?
Yeah.
It's upstairs.
Do you have another one?
Another charger? No.
What happened to the...
I gave it to you. Not doing anything. Just hanging out. So, we will be featuring Richie Oliver today, and I have been looking forward to it for a long time. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's Monday is going good. Had a good weekend. Just kind of eased through the weekend, the wife and I. We watched a little football, ate some dinner. We had lasagna, the wife. Fabulous cook that she is. Made lasagna yesterday. It was absolutely fantastic. You would not believe. I wish that I could give you all a piece. I wish, Joey the motherfucking O, I could hand you a piece of my wife's lasagna. It was absolutely fantastic. I'll be eating it all week. She made enough to serve like a football team, really. And so I'll be eating on that all week. So why don't we get right at it? And we're going to say hi to everybody. And then we're going to do the feature. And I don't know if I'm going to get to a build today or not. I'm not going to rush today. I've noticed, okay, so, and I talked about it a little bit last week. I am rushing like crazy through these episodes. I'm rushing, and I think I'm taking away from what I really want the show to be about. The show is about relaxing, having fun, laughing, chatting with your friends. You know, that's what the show's about. And me like trying to rush through everything, I don't know. I think that takes away from it. And the other day, like in chat, somebody told me, I can't remember who it was. They were like, "Hey, slow down, Scott." And I was like, you know what? That's fucking great advice. Like, I need to slow down and take it easy and enjoy the show instead of like trying to pump stuff out to you, because then it just comes across like as like I don't know. It just comes across as like not sincere. You know, if I'm just like pumping stuff at you. A couple other things I'm thinking about. I think I'm going to do a review every Wednesday. And the reason being is because that's when I get all my views. Like on my show, like if I, like, and I do want to get views on my show, but the only time I ever get like a lot of views on something is when I review it. Like everything else is like, you know, media, like 300 views I'll get on an episode, right? But like, I don't get, like, if I do a review, I've got like 1,000 views. Like, so I need to start doing more reviews. So I think like Wednesday is just gonna be a review day. Like today will be feature day, tomorrow will be feature day and build day. Wednesday will be like review day, or we'll do a review of a product, or not really a review as much as it's going to be like a user experience, because everything I review, like I've been using it for like a couple weeks. So I know like what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and I can kind of tell you like, you know, and I buy everything that I review, so it's not like you have to worry about like, You know, which I don't know. I'm not saying reviewers do that by any means. I'm not saying that at all because I don't think they do. But you know for sure that I'm telling you the truth because I fucking pay for it. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I think that's what we'll do. Then on Thursday we'll do like a more complex build. This Thursday I'm going to do an Enigma. I've had people requesting to do Enigma. I love doing them, and I think it'd be a good week. Good week with Richie as the feature. I think it'd be a good week to do an Enigma, so we'll do that. All right, let's say hi to everybody and get this show on the road. Get this show on the road. I'm going to blow your mind today. I'm literally going to blow your mind when you start seeing these builds. Addy! What's up, Addy? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here. Anarchy Coiled. What's up, Anarchy Coiled? So, when I was younger, I was a skateboarder when skateboarding was not cool. Now, skateboarding is like super cool. Like all the cool kids skateboard. And they all they're super awesome. Like when I was young, skateboarding meant you were a dork and probably smoked pot, which I was both and did both. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, back then, anarchy was really cool. So we used to write anarchy on everything. Didn't even know what it meant. The anarchy code, what does it mean? Anarchy just means people just in pandemonium, doing whatever they want to do. I might have to take the jacket off. I'm getting a little, it turned chilly here somehow, some way here in Ohio. It turned chilly this week. It was all of a sudden, it was perfectly fine. The weather was great. And all of a sudden it was fucking 10 degrees out. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is it? And of course me, I'm in a t-shirt and shorts, sandals, hanging around wait a minute. It's not fucking 70 degrees anymore. What the fuck is going on here? So I'll do that for 3 times, and finally I'm I better put a sweatshirt on. They register, so I'm oh, wait a minute. Bones, Cicada. I skipped myself. How you doing? Good to see you, Bones. Glad you're here. BlackCatWhiteFace Vapes. That's me. I got a fucking haircut. You like that? I look pretty fancy, don't I? I told you. I'm fresh, constantly improving. I just bought something else for my computer to make it a little bit easier for me to do stuff. Looking to get a microphone. I might get a microphone. What do you think about that? Be fucking sweet. I get a microphone, dude. I'm telling you right now. I want to be fucking famous. You guys are going to be I knew Black Cat. Today show. Today, or this weekend, fantastic. Every one of my hit. Well, I didn't have as good a luck this weekend as I did. Last weekend, literally, I did 6 builds. I nailed them all. This weekend, I did 6 builds again, and I fucked one of them up, but I fucked it up twice. So I had to cut it out of the build. But I don't think it was your fault. It was my fault because I was kept getting my decor caught on shit. And instead of moving the decor, I just fight through it, power through it. I'm fuck it, come on. Charles McClaren, what's up, man? How you doing, McClaren? Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. It's Starsky and Clutch in the motherfucking house. What's up?
Can you see if I broke that or not?
If you broke it?
What's wrong with that? Did I get it or not?
No.
Why is it like that?
You got to pull it back out.
With what? What'd you use?
Get a pen and pull it back out. No, a pen from your mom, a sewing needle. That's not gonna work. I'm not doing anything. Hold on.
Yeah, I just think
No, you gotta pull it out. That happens all the time, dude.
No, I fucked it up.
Okay.
I fucked it up.
Clutch! Good to see you. Dustin Kendall. How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Frank Einstein. What's up, Frank? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Jane! So, Jane, what'd you think of Shytots Week last week? Did you like that? Did you have fun? I thought it was pretty awesome. I thought we did great. Everybody seemed to like it. I sent out all the prizes. Did you see the bounty that I sent out on Saturday? How much shit I sent out? It's fucking ridiculous. Oh my God. I sent out, I think it was 11 total packages went out after Shytots Week, man. So there's a lot of happy people that are getting shit today and be getting shit tomorrow. Good to see you, Jane. Glad you're here. Joey to the motherfucking O. Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here. Johnny Vapes. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Juan Castillo. Welcome back, Juan. How you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. I am happy you are back. Hope everything is good. With everything going on at the crib there. And it is a pleasure to have you back, sir. Good to see you in the eyes. Lino! What's up, Lino? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Lou motherfucking Ferrigno. What's up, Lou? How you doing, man? What's going down, Nick? M16 Skills. What's happening, M16? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Mighty Zogberg. Good to see you, Zogberg. You are in the house. Thank you for being here. Not the first Kyle Jones. Not the last. He's my Kyle Jones. You are my first Kyle Jones. Whether you know it or not. I think you're the best. Number one. My heart. Damn, a lot of people here. OMG! What's up, OMG? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Quick Spin 2. Whatever happened to Quick Spin 1? Was Quick Spin 1 taken? When you logged in, when you went to YouTube's, was Quick Spin 1 taken? You're like, fuck it. What else can I be? Well, why don't you try Quick Spin 2? That was open. Good to see you, Quick Spin. Glad you're here. Raven Shadow, what's up, my night? Are you? Good to see you. Glad you are here. Rick McCraw, what's up, Rick? How you doing, brother? Great to see you, man. I'm happy you're here. Robert Ashton, there's a newbie. Robert Ashton, how you doing, Robert? Good to see you, man. Welcome. It's Black Cat Show. I'm Black Cat. If you like terrible humor and subpar building, you, sir, are in the right place. Good to see you, Robert. Glad you're here. Tim, what's happening, Tim? How you doing, brother? Good Saturation Station in the house. Good to see you, man. Tracy Vapes, another newbie. What's up, Tracy? How you doing? All right, just introduce myself to Robert. Same introduction for you. If you have any questions, don't ask Frank, because Frank will give you the wrong information. Ask Juan. Juan is more responsible, or Joey. Vaping Tree Fog's wifey. How you doing, wifey? Good to see you. Talk to you a little bit in the comments. Glad you're here. You made a live show. Now you get the full Black Cat experience. This is it right here, full experience. It's not as good as you thought it would be, is it? Good to see you, hon. Glad you're here. Vaping with Nikki B. What's up, Nikki B? How you doing, hon? Good to see you. Caught some of your show this weekend. Fucking funny as hell. Your shows are always funny. Make me laugh. I'm glad you're here, Nikki. Good to see you. And my brother from another mother, Mr. Wood Tick Mike. All right, guys, let's kick back to live chat. So what, is Don here? Did I see Don slip? Let me see. Don's here. Oh my God. Hello, Don. Layton, what do you want? What do you want?
You are doing an awesome job.
Hold on 1 second, please. If you're of the age of like 21 to like, I don't know, maybe 35, sometimes even 40, and you're thinking about having kids, I want you to do something right now. I want you to punch yourself in the face as hard as you possibly can. And then you will understand what having kids is all about. I can't believe Don's here. Don! Finally here. Good to see you, Don. Glad you are here. We need to do it in a door week, Don. What do you think? Me and you need to talk about that. I think that'd be fantastic. We could, we might feature Nick, because feature Nick and then do an Adore Week. Don't let Nick steal that idea. Nick is an idea stealing motherfucker. He already tried to steal my Coils for Christmas idea. He tried. Failed miserably. Copyrighted it. I copyrighted the Coils for Christmas. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but it's mine. Mine! All mine! Came out of my brain. I said it like I don't even know. Maybe I'll do it for, I'll do it in Thanksgiving. I'll do Coils till Christmas. That. But I'll tell you right now, I don't have any coils. They're fucking running out, so I need to do something before that. All right, guys. Without further ado, we're going to take a look today at Richard Probee. So, Rich has been around the game for a long time, a lot longer than I have. In fact, a lot of the original things that I learned in building was from Richie. He taught me just watching his videos. He would go live on Facebook quite a bit, and I didn't know about Instagram. And actually, the first time I heard about Instagram, I was watching a live video from Richie. Somebody in there, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was Crazy Face McGee. It was like, "You're not on Instagram?" I'm like, "Fuck no." It's like, "Well, you should be over there. You post a lot of shit over here. Why don't you go over there and post stuff?" I'm like, "Oh." So I started. That's when I went over to Instagram, but it was because of one of Richie's video. A lot of stuff that Coils till Christmas. Don. Oh, it's so good to see it. Ned's idea from what? No, it's not Ned's idea. No, it is my idea. My idea. Thank you, Veronica. So anyway, Richie, I don't know if Richie's here or not. I hope he is. If he's not, I'm sure he'll catch it later. He might have had to work. But anyway, to pay homage to Richie is just an absolute honor for me. And you guys are going to be blown away. I mean, Richie is the complete package. He is an unbelievable builder. He has unbelievable photography skills. And he's extremely creative. Extremely creative. So it's an absolute pleasure. Every picture he puts up is fucking amazing. Even on some of the more basic builds. I don't want to say basic, but some of the more routine builds, he just makes them look unfucking believable. He really does. And you'll see that today. Like, I'll make sure I show you guys a lot of that. All right, without further ado, I bring you Mr. Richie Probee. All right, guys, here we go. So here is Probee300. This is his Instagram page. He has a ton of posts. He's getting near 1,500 posts on Instagram. Excuse me. He also has 13,500 followers, which is unbelievable. He is a member of the Resistance crew, as Nick, Drew, Freddie, all these guys are. And he's got Miss Adore on there too. Look at that. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look. Here is the indented coil. This is indented stagger, I believe is what they call it. I've been seeing a lot of this build, and what happened, Nick did this build live a couple weeks ago, and a lot of people have been showing it off since then. I don't know how to do it. I have an idea how it's done, but I've actually never done one. So I would really like to take a look at this. It looks like he wrapped that around another coil, it spread it out. But I will have to watch that video of Nick's and do one of those. It's beautiful. Just look at his photography, though. The colors on that is absolutely beautiful. Here's what I was talking about when I talk about a fairly routine basic build, but the way Richie does it's fucking amazing. Now, this isn't so routine in that this is about a 25 ribbon staple coil. I mean, it is freaking huge. But if you just look at the consistency in the wrap, how perfectly it's coiled. Anybody who wraps a staple knows how fucking difficult it is to get it perfect. And Richie just makes it look routine. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure what that's wrapped in. I would guess that's 42. And again, look at the colors going through. He's got the gold on the outside, then the gold and purple in the middle. Absolutely beautiful. Little binary coil skip fused. Staple coil in the middle, surrounded by, looks like that might be square wire with the binary coil with the binary on top, and then he skip fused it all the way down. Absolutely beautiful, man. A little wire porn for you. Again, look how tight his fuses are. All his fuses are nice and tight. Just absolutely beautiful. Does that look like it's moving to you? That looks like it's moving to me. Or am I on drugs? I think it is. Do you guys see that? Is it big enough for you guys to see it moving? Like, I'm like tripping out because I have to back up. Is that moving? Somebody put something in my coffee. Here we go. Okay, so let's break this build down. First off, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look how tight his fuses are all the way through. Unfreaking believable. What he's got here. 2 staggered ins. One staggered in on one side, one staggered in on the other. I would assume those are 8 ply maybe. Minimum 6 ply. So this is ribbon wire here, staggered. Then he took both pieces and framed 6 pieces of ribbon, 3 on either side, and a corrugated piece in the middle. If you look at that, absolutely beautiful. Look how tight his fuses are all the way down and consistently through. That's in the Gollum RDA, by the way. Absolutely beautiful, Richie. Here's another better picture of that. Just gorgeous. 23 times 0.3. So if you minus a 6, puts him down at 17. Take away the 1. Puts him at 16. So these are 8 pieces on either side. So I was right. 8-piece stagger. Staggered in. Then used his frames. Framed that up. And fused it. And that's 40 gauge stainless steel is what he fused it in. I thought it might be 42. Dot mod RDA, the dot mod 24, I believe. Staple, stagger, fuse, Clapton. Absolutely fantastic vape and a beautiful, one of my favorite builds. $28.38. This is the exact same build I did this live one day. Beautiful install, beautiful color. Alien Stag. Look at the curve. Okay, now Richie is known as the master of aliens. He has the smallest alien ever done. And really, when aliens first came out, Richie like just went all at it with them. So, getting an alien coil from Richie is like getting the best alien coil you'll probably ever get. Now, if you look at the sweep on this, look at the curve on his alien. How beautiful that is. He's got the stag. Look how perfectly that staggers in there too. I mean, just absolutely amazing. It's very tight all the way through. That's in the Hermetic RDA. It's always nice to get just a regular non-colored shot of the build because you really get a really good idea. Sometimes when you color, the colors blend in and you can't see the detail of the build. But I want you to look at the consistency in the two aliens, how they both match together like that. Let me tell you how that is extremely difficult to do. This build is not extremely difficult, but getting it to look like this is extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. Beautiful work. Here's another wire porn picture of the build from above. 8 plies on either side. That's absolutely gorgeous, man. A little hybrid action. What he did here is basically I would assume that's a tri-core fused Clapton, but I'm not sure. It could also be a staple. No, it looks like a fused Clapton. So tri-core fused Clapton. Then he used twisted wire to hybrid it and just separated each one. And then on the other side, he mirrored it on the other side. Again, not the most difficult coil to do, but just done to perfection and how beautiful it sits in the goon there. That's in the goon LP with the new clamps. Staple stagger fuse Clapton variation. Puts instead of just doing it without the stagger in the middle, he puts a stagger in the middle, perfectly fused. Now, what you should look for on this build, a couple things. One, you always want to look at how tight the stagger is, and the stagger is extremely tight. The other part of it is that keeping this final fuse straight, because a lot of times you'll have to bend it to get it in there. But if you look at how straight that fuse is and how perfect it is, I mean, I'm telling you right now, there's not many people who get that type of fuse on the final fuse, at least with that consistency. Just absolutely gorgeous. Five-core stagger fuse Clapton. Again, look how straight his fuse is all the way through. It's absolutely gorgeous, man. Another thing to look for is look at the edges to make sure all his fuses sit flush. And you can see they're all flush all the way through. A lot of times on these multiple core stagger fuse Claptons, you'll see the fuse sticking out because you don't get that real tight real tight fuse. None on that build at all. Perfect fuse, no gaps. Beautiful. Oh, here's a beauty. Stable stagger fuse Clapton variation. The first, he does a stagger fuse Clapton, he skip fuses it, and then he reframes it with three pieces of ribbon on either side for his final fuse. Things to look at. Look at the consistency and the separation across the ribbon. You want that to be consistent all the way through. Again, you're looking at the angle of the final fuse, perfectly straight. Perfectly straight, great everything's, I mean, that is as clean as it gets, honestly. Absolutely beautiful. Talking about aliens, there's an alien by Richie. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the curve on his alien, how far down that goes. I mean, it is huge. The curve he puts on his aliens is unbelievable. These are a set of coils you'll be able to win this week. We're getting down to the one that I'm in love with this build. I'm getting ready to show you here soon. Stagger fuse Clapton variation. Added round wire frames. And another piece of round wire in the middle. Doesn't look difficult, but it is, because keeping that middle piece in the build and not letting it get collapsed in there is difficult. It really is. One fuse across and then another one there to fuse, so double fuse on it. Got more of the two giant staggered alien stags. Mention that Richie uses all Coil Society wire, which I love Coil Society wire. I was talking to the guy today about trying to get some hats or something for giveaways. Again, look at how deep his curve goes on those aliens. Not sure the stats on that. It's got to be a multi-core, but I'm not sure how many cores he actually put in it. It looks like a 4-core. Yeah, 4. Oh, wait, shot 12-core, 3036. Holy shit, that's a 12-core. My God. 3036 12-core. Damn, Richie. Half stag, skip fused. Six pieces stag, 6 pieces laying next to it. 40 gauge fuse. Things again, look at the spacing on the skipped fuse, all perfect. All his fuses are in there nice and tight. Beautiful work. Okay, here we go. So, this coil. Oh, come on, please. Don't do that. Son of a gun. All right, let's refresh it. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it does this. When you have a lot of photos on your page, sometimes it, failed to load. Did I lose connection? Let me make sure. Let me check to make sure I'm connected. There we go. I'm connected. Okay. Let's go back. All right. Let's see if I can get back down to where I was. Wasn't really that far, I don't think. Yeah, because there's the half stag. We really didn't get that far. All right, here we go. Okay. This honestly is of my top 3 builds I've ever seen in my entire life. I think this is one of the baddest coils I have ever seen. It is absolutely gorgeous. What Richie did here. So it's a hybrid. The hybrid is first is a Suka on the right side here. The Suka is a stagger fuse Clapton. So you have a stagger fuse Clapton used as a Suka. The second part here is three 40 gauge twisted. The third is an alien. So this is a tricord 332 gauge, 332 40 gauge alien he used as an alien to alien the middle. Again, then he broke into the triple 40 gauge twist, and then back to the stagger fuse Clapton Suka. There you go, a better picture of it. See the alien there? That's a 332 40 gauge alien. And then use that as an alien. There you go. There's a color shot for you. Working through his colors. I don't think it gets any better than that. I mean, that literally is one of the most beautiful coils I've ever seen.
Beautiful.
Here's, hey, honey. Here's the Suka. Absolutely gorgeous, Richie. So I mentioned earlier that Richie is the OC of the interlock alien. Here's his interlock. I believe that's a Twisted Messes RDA. I could be wrong though. Interlock alien, big fat core, 8-ply. Nice color shot. Got the gold going into the purple all the way across with the parallel with a piece of round wire.
Beautiful.
Another one of the stable stagger fuse Clapton variation with staggered ends on the side. This may be, I don't know if this is the same one we looked at before. Now I don't think it is because this is in the OG Goon. So I don't think this is the same one. There you go. A little stitched ribbon stitched Enigma. Beautiful color shot. Absolutely gorgeous, man. Look at that. Things to look for on this build. You want your fuse in the middle, just like he has it. Nice consistent wrap. Everything. Checks all the boxes. Here's a pre-fire shot of the same build.
Got my Black Cat shirt on.
Ah, you do? You want to come down and show it off?
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at this. This is a staple paralleled with a piece of round wire. Just look how beautiful that is. That is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the color on it. The gold into the red, into the purple, back to the red, to the gold, same both sides. That is so beautiful. Let me see if I can get the stats on this. Okay, 10 ply, 0.5, 44 gauge. Look at the consistency in the wrap of that 44 gauge. Piece of 25 gauge next, paralleled next to it. That's just absolutely beautiful, Richie. Absolutely beautiful, man. There's both coils sitting side by side. Gorgeous. I just love that so much. Mothership Alien. Micro Clapton. Let's see, what did he micro Clapton? The micro Clapton is 38 gauge. Micro Clapton with 44 gauge. Cores are 27 gauge frames, 6 plies of 0.4. That is the Mothership Alien. And that is as beautiful as you can make it. Nice, tight, consistent wrap. Beautiful colors on it. Just absolutely gorgeous.
I think I hit start. I'll be back down here.
Yeah, you did. Here you go. Another pre-fire shot. Look how beautiful that is. Look at the consistency on his microclapton. Let me see if I can give you a better picture of that. How consistent his microclap. Come here, look at this. What do you think of that? Remember when I did that coil? They can't see you.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't remember when I did that?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't near as nice as that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that.
They all look the same to me.
No. No, they don't. There you go. Microclapton Suka. Again, look at the consistency on his microclapton. It's just unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
What that is that the wrap is 0.2 ribbon microclapton, and that is a fat core. That's got to be a 12-ply core.
All these
Huge.
other ones you have up here, are they all the same?
Shirts? Yeah, they're all the same. Why, do you want another one?
No, I got this one.
Did your son leave?
No.
Hybrid. I can't tell what the outside is. I'm having problems seeing it. Alien Stag, Pitchfork variant, Alien Stag, and I'm not sure exactly what that is. It looks like a double stitched Alien Suka. Is what I'm guessing that is. Oh, does he tell me here? That's absolutely gorgeous. That was his first inch. Oops, shoot. See if it'll go back. Oh, it did. Okay. Here we go. Look at this. Talk about. Look at this thing. All right. So you have a small staple wrap paralleled with a piece of round wire. Then you go into a Suka. Then you go into an Alien Suka. Back to a Suka. Back to all microclaptoned. I believe that's all microclap. Let's see if he's got a closer pick. There's got to be another one of that. I don't think he does. Are there multiple pictures with that one? There is. Okay, so let me go through these. So that's microclaptoned. That's microclaptoned. The regular Suka is not microclaptoned. The rest of it is. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, Richie. A Suka build in the 24. Polished, looks like a polished frame staple. Let's see if there's a better picture with some good color on that. Well, here you go. Here's the nice clean version, pre-fire. Beautiful. Well, there you go. Alien stovetop, colored up. I don't know what RD8 is, but that's an old one. I'm not sure which one it is, though. Let's see if he tells us. All right, that is all we're going to look at today. Woo! Man, talk about awesome. Richie, Parallel Alien. Richie, you're fucking amazing, dude. Like, everything you do is just jaw-dropping to me. That the build that you had for the second build you did, Richie, sorry just to talk to Richie, but the second build you did for Nick's build-off, I've never seen anything like that. That's amazing to me. Fucking blew me away. That is unfucking believable, man. Literally. Like, that's just one of my top 3 builds of all time. Like that to me is, like, my top 3 are you, Goon's Original Alien, and then, you know, there's a couple that tie for that third spot, but that's fucking unbelievable, man. that is just so fun to look at, and just a real work of art. I'd love to have a build mat with that build on it, like as inspiration when I build. It's absolutely gorgeous, man. Thank you so much for letting me feature you this week, man. Real pleasure. So we have this week. We're gonna do today. Featured Richie. Tomorrow, I'm going to go through his page, but I'm going to try to get a little further down so you can see some of Richie's earlier stuff back when, because Richie's been around forever. So we'll go back a little bit further to some of the earlier stuff so you can see, you know, some of the things he was doing 2 or 3 years ago. We'll do that. Yeah, always innovating. Absolutely, he is. He is a Jedi Master for sure. Absolutely. Anybody in the build game. That's why when I introduced him in the beginning, I said, well, if you build, you know who Richie is. Everybody knows who Richie is if you build, you know, and if you don't build and this is like your first exposure to him, like I envy you. You ever see like a really, really good movie and then you talk to somebody or a really good show and you talk to somebody who hasn't seen it yet and you're like, man, I envy you that you haven't seen it. Hey, Mass, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Just gonna say like my third favorite build is probably one of Mass's. Like I have to think about it, but yeah. You ever see a movie and you're like you talk to somebody who hasn't seen it yet and you're like, man, I can't wait. Like I envy that you haven't seen it. Like anybody who's never seen Richie Oliver, Probee300, hasn't seen his build page, hasn't seen his builds. Like I envy you because like you get to see all this for the first time. It's fucking mind blowing. It really is. It's amazing. So if I introduced anybody to him, then hey Ian, how are you, sir? Thanks for joining, man. Vaping Irish, what's up, Irish? Senin, how you doing, hon? Thank you for joining. So tomorrow we'll continue with the feature of Richie. I'll go back to a little bit of his early stuff, but I'm going to do a build tomorrow. So we'll probably do like maybe 15 minutes of the feature. Then I'll do a build, and then we'll sum it up. Now Wednesday, you have a chance to win coils too. From Richie Oliver. You also have a chance to win coils from the greatest builder in the universe, the Milky Way universe, me. Get a chance to win some coils from that. Those coils will be made tomorrow live in front of your face. You'll see them being built. You'll see the this is where the magic happens. Right here. Right here. Here. This is where the magic happens. You have a chance to win 2 sets. Now, Joey, what do you got to do to win those 2 sets of coils now? Also, that giveaway is sponsored by Adore Liquid. Now, I need a graphic that has like a door come flying at you when I say it. Like, I need a graphic. I'm going to work on that tonight. So I say a door, I hit a button, and it goes, like, come flying at you. I think that'd be sweet. Or a picture of Don's face just coming flying at you. 3D. You're like, ah, Don! Attacking me! Don, work on that. I need to put in JPG forward, please. Send it to me. GIF. Now, well, Don features that giveaway. So, Wednesday, lucky fuckers. You guys are so lucky. I'm so good to you. So, you're going to win a set of coils from Richie, a set of coils from me, and 2 30 mils of Adore E-Liquid. That's the Wednesday giveaway. That's our midweek. That's just like our hors d'oeuvre for Friday. Then Friday, all hell breaks loose. We have Adore, we have ChanVapes, we have the Black Cat care package. Then you have, of course, 3 sets of coils from Richie Oliver. That's on Friday. And you never know. Send me the Shytots Ice Challenge juice, man. Frank, if you win, I will send it to you. I'll put them in there. If you win something, I'll send it. I'm not just going to send it, though. I'll wait until you win something and then send it. I'm not just going to send it. At your command. Frank, Scott! Send me your kidney. No. I'll send things on command, sir. You have to win something, and then I will put that in the package with it that I send out, if you're lucky. Lord of the Coil, what's up, dude? How you doing? Tasty treats, that's goddamn right. I'm always on drugs. You would have not, dude. When I was on drugs, I was fucking crazy as shit. You would have not liked me on drugs. Well, you probably would have. I was never mean. I was always just fucking crazy, so. Madam, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Mike Kim's putting in numbers. So, to enter this giveaway, for Wednesday, you are going to put a number between 1 and 150 in the comment section of this video. Comment section of this video. You're also going to tell me how great my hair looks after my haircut and how fucking cool I am, because I am cool and I need outside praise. I need praise. Praise me! Nobody wants your kidneys, guy. You're goddamn right, Irish. Nobody wants this body. I put this body through fucking hell. Oh my God. Nobody wants this kidney. These kidneys are beat to shit. So is my liver. Oh, my liver. My poor liver. My liver hates me. Like, badly. You'd be funny as fuck, Stan. I would. I'm funny. I just laugh. Hey, Bristol, how you doing, by the way, man? Good to see you. Clayton, good to see you, brother. Ian Thomas, if I haven't, Kim, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Is Big Boy here? Shane? Good to see you, Shane. If, with my recovery, I don't smoke marijuana. And the reason being is I don't think there's really anything of concern. I don't want to use the word wrong, because I think it's weird to use the word wrong. Like, who says it's wrong? Like, you know what I mean? It's just such a dumb thing to say. But I don't think there's anything of concern for an adult. Now, there is a concern for me with marijuana with young people, because their brain are still developing. But once you hit a certain age, I don't think there's really any medical, at least from what I've read, any medical problems with smoking marijuana. And that doesn't mean you smoke it every day, but every once in a while. But I don't do it just because I'm in recovery, and I choose not to. I can't really, I don't have the I'm not responsible enough to do that and not like go on a drinking bender. I'm just not that responsible of a person, so I can't do that. But yeah, when I was 10, that's funny as shit. I like a lot of like famous friends, not famous, but like Columbus famous friends. Get stoned with, watch movies and shit. Yeah, it's fun as fuck. I just don't do it anymore. Freddie, how you doing, man? Good to see you. So, last thing we're going to talk about today, the FDA. Let me tell you, the FDA, they think things are wrong. And when they think something's wrong, you better watch the fuck out, because they have the power of the federal government. They sent out 21 more letters to different e-juice manufacturers. One of them was VGod. I didn't recognize the other ones, but just because you don't recognize the name doesn't mean that you don't vape their juice. I mean, it's a parent company owns 10 different juices, 100 different juices. So they sent, hey, Vape Review, how you doing, man? Thank you. I subscribed. I want another one! I'm a winner! Can't pay-per-view. I'm trying to be. You didn't know. Trying to be Lady Gaga of YouTube, dude. I don't know. Don't stand in my way! Subscribe to me! Hey, Matt. How you doing, man? Good to see you. FDA is always judging people, dude. The FDA is some judgy motherfuckers. Let me tell you right now, they are some judgy motherfuckers. So they sent out 21 more letters today to e-liquid manufacturers wanting proof that they're not marketing to kids. It just, what are you going to do? It's not going to stop, and it's just going to get worse. And the thing about it right now, they're looking at, really, majority of it is looking at closed pod systems, but wait, flavors is coming. That's the next push. And they're already starting to hint at it, saying that all the flavors are enticing children to vape, it's preposterous, quite frankly. It's preposterous. And I think about this all the time. A lot of times I'll concede to an argument by somebody, a regulator. I'll concede and be like, well, I concede to that point. I understand. I really don't. The more and more I think about it, I really don't concede with anything, because I don't understand how regulation. What are they regulating? They're regulating liquid nicotine in cooking oils. And that, to me, I don't see I don't see the harmful properties of nicotine to adults. Other than, even more so than coffee, maybe a little bit. But to me, it's just preposterous that it's even being regulated. Quite frankly, I don't see how you can regulate somebody from not smoking. Like, it's just not, doesn't, I was watching, I think it was Jared the Vaping Goat I was watching today, and he just said something that just kind of struck me. He said, you know, he held up one of his pods and he's like, "This is a pod that vaporizes nicotine. This has nicotine in it, 25 milligrams, and I make a decision to vape this, knowing there's nicotine in it." And it's like that should be all that needs to be said. You know, if an adult of sound mind or somewhat sound mind can make that decision, then what do you need to regulate really? I'm just kind of taken back by that. You know, companies that do things the wrong way, the consumers will put them out of business. You know, you hear about, you know, people doing things, making e-juice incorrectly or overcharging. Let the market sort that out. Like, I don't see where, you know, this big brother, not, and I hate using the term big brother because it's so thrown around and it really doesn't mean shit. I mean, quite frankly, but I don't see where this like where, you know, we need this guardian of, you know, social conscious in our health and all that. They have to come in and stop everything. It really, to me, and I'm not, you know, I always tell you guys, I'm not political at all. I know very little. I know there's, you know, I mean, I know the basics, but like as far as the political games and stuff, I don't understand any of that, and I don't care to because it's all bullshit. But the idea that we need somebody to come in and like tell everybody what they need to do, that, you know, that to me is just, that's just so foreign to me. And it just, you know, I think that you're kind of conditioned into thinking a certain way, like you should like let people tell you what to do, and it's okay to let people tell you what to do and how to live your life and what you can and can't do. You get kind of conditioned to that even from young adulthood. You get, or young adolescence, you get conditioned into that. You know what I mean? That's what going to school is, right? I mean, that's what going to school is, guys. Going to school is learning how to be told what to do. It really is. And you learn some other stuff. That's pretty much it. And social, you learn how to be socially interactive with other people. I mean, that's pretty much all school is. But so we're like conditioned to think that we should be allowing people to tell us what to fucking do all the time and regulate us and things like that. But really, why? You know, when you step back and look at it and you think about it for a second, this is some of the things I think about. I'm like, oh, really, why? How can you tell me? You know, if I'm obeying the laws, you know, not only like the laws, but human nature laws. I'm not, you know, hurting people or fucking stealing things from other people or taking care of myself and doing things honestly in life. How can you regulate a vegetable oil with nicotine in it? Like, that just to me seems like an overstretch of their authority. But we're conditioned to think that, well, yeah, okay, they can do that. They should do that. They're protect. I don't need anybody to protect me, really. You know, I mean, as far as like I have the police, I pay for them. I have the United States military, I pay for that too. That's enough protection that I really need. I really don't need any more. I'm not famous. I don't need like a bodyguard. And I certainly don't need somebody telling me that I can't use cooking oil in a vaporizer unit that has nicotine in it to that I enjoy, you know? Well, why do I enjoy it? Does it fucking matter why I enjoy it? No. I enjoy it. I like doing it. I like the community. I like the gear. I like, you know, the garb. I like it all. What, you know? So I think when you step back and think of it kind of from that perspective, it really becomes more preposterous, everything that's really going on and all the bullshit that's really behind it, because they really don't give a fuck about your health. Don't ever think that. And I say this all the time. They don't give a fuck about your health. Like, stop everything. They don't fucking care about your health. And they don't care about your kids' health at all either. They don't care about you. They don't care about your kids. When I say they, I mean like the FDA. They don't care about you. They don't at all. Don't ever believe that, because they don't. And the, you know, the idea that they're like going to protect your kids. They don't care about your kids, dude. So it just, you know, it's so funny. And you can sit here, obviously I can sit here and say this because I'm just some little YouTuber and I can get away with it. But on a political stage, you can't say that shit. You know what I mean? Because you'll get fucking destroyed. You get destroyed saying the truth. You will. Because that's not, you know, that makes you fucking crazy to say stuff like that. But it's the truth. It's the fucking truth. And that's sad. So on that note, you know, when I bring up advocacy stuff, I try to do it as best I can to keep you interested in it. I know it's tough, and I know you get pounded with it a lot, and not many people talk about it because it's not really that popular. There's only a few of us who actually do, and it's not that popular to hear, and you turn a lot of people off, you know, when you talk about it. But look into some. I'm not telling you what group to look into. I'm not telling you where to advocate. I'm not telling you what to do or who to give money to. I'm not telling you to give money to anybody, because before, I've said this 100 times, before you give money to anybody, whether it's in vaping advocacy or any kind of charitable organization, find out where that money's going first. Don't waste your money. Find out where it's going, because not all of them are legit. I'm not saying people in the vaping industry are legit. I'm not saying people in the vaping industry aren't legit, but look into them before you do it. Make sure they're reputable. Make sure that the money that you're giving is being used as maximized. Because a lot of charities you give money to, like 95% goes into processing and all the bullshit they got behind the scenes. 5% of your money goes out to actually what you gave the money for. Find out where that's going to. X1 for what? X1 for Scott and Mr. T. Fuck you! No, Mr. T. The Minister of Propaganda and Security. Remember the Department of Truth? 1984. The guy worked for the Department of Truth. Where they would manipulate this. Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm not like a conspiracy guy at all. I just kind of look at things as a realist. I guess I'm more like George Carlin. I always thought like what he said was pretty much accurate. He does this whole like rant about like the big government, you and the club, and you're not in it like that. That's pretty much how I feel. I remember seeing that and thinking, wow, like I really think like this guy thinks. Like I'm pretty much like, maybe it's just being hey Addy, how you doing, man? Good to see you, Addy. Thank you for joining, buddy. Maybe it's just being too much of a realist. Maybe it's being too much of a pessimist. Maybe I'm just jaded, but that's just the way I see it. Mr. T's, please. I don't have a Mr. T outfit, or I would. I love Mr. T. I pity the motherfucking fool and watch Vape at 5. I'll tell you that right now. What's your prediction for the fight? Pain. No, the best Mr. T quote of all time. The best quote. I ain't getting on the plane, Murdoch. Remember the A-Team? They'd be like, they'd have to fly somewhere. They'd have to knock Mr. T out. P.A. Baracus, where they got on the plane. He got on the plane like, they'd be like carrying him on. He's all heavy and shit. They're like trying to carry him on. Big ass dude. Said, I ain't getting on the plane, Murdoch. He ain't getting on the fucking plane. You couldn't make Mr. T get on a plane. Addy, do you think you get Addy, Tooney? Do you think you could make Mr. T get on a plane? I bet you could. I know I couldn't. Maybe now. He's older now. You might be able to make him get on a plane now. Back then, he was fucking huge. Big motherfucker. All right. That is enough. I get to sit here and talk all night. It's fucking awful. Like, I need to just shut the fuck up. All right, guys. Great to see you guys. I appreciate everybody joining. Again, check out Probee300 on Instagram. Make sure you get a repost in there so you get entered for the Friday giveaway. Make sure you get a comment in today's episode below. Comment below. The link to his Instagram page is also below. You can contact him. You can do the repost for the Friday giveaway. Love you guys. Tonight on YouTube, you have a couple things going on. Vaping with the Omies, I believe, is on at 8 o'clock. You also have DIY or Die, I believe, is on. And I think Juice, gosh darn it, what is her name? There's a young lady who does, and I can't recall her name, but I believe she does a Monday show. Jen Jarvis. I believe Jen Jarvis. I think that's what her channel is, the Vape something. Gosh, I'll have it next time, but I believe she's on tonight too. I enjoy her shows. It's very, very active and she's very fun. So jump on there and join those and check them out. I will see you tomorrow on Vape at 5. I got a new exit for you. You're going to like it. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.